KnuckleJunkies.com here with victorious Ira Lukowsky. Ira, Spire Sectional Championship win over Fierce Taylor here at Fight Hard MMA. Just thoughts on the decision victory.
It was a good fight. After the very first time I beat him, I didn't get the #1 spot, and then I went on and fought Aaron Eli and then Jake Constant and then William Calloway, you know, and then he kept calling me out, you know, and I've already beat him when he was like 8-0. I was his first loss, you know, I smoked him. And he kept calling me out. Now this is my second time beat him, you know, so, you know, he's still ranked #1.
Yeah, I mean, definitely you seemed, you know, charged up and, you know, mugging and eagering him to come in after you. What do you think the difference was tonight?
He kept on saying he was gonna knock me out, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, he ain't gonna knock me out. That's why I was like, come on, knock me out, you know. And he hit me, and he didn't knock me out, you know what I mean? I've been hit by way harder people than him. And, you know, I got in his head and beat him at his own game. You know what I mean? He come in, took him down, takedown, you know, scoring me the victory, you know, beat him again.
Any thoughts on the boos? So we're kind of questioning where they came from and why.
I don't know. He was yelling the B word at me the whole entire time, you know what I mean? And that's why I threw my hands down, was like, you know, here I am, come on, you know, let's go. And I knew he was going to work at my advantage because, you know, he's going to come swinging all worked up, and I'm going to take him down and win the 3rd round and be victorious, you know. I was mentally stronger than him, simple as that.
All right, KnuckleJunkies.com here with the victorious Chase Beebe. Chase, nice methodical win over Javon Wolfman Wright. I mean, kind of made to order for you tonight and kind of got the rear naked choke there the first round. Just thoughts on the win?
Oh, yeah, man, I was happy to put him away. He was a tough dude. I could tell it was going to be a good battle on our feet. You know, he had reach on me and he had good striking, so I knew how to use my wrestling and stick to what you're good at, you know, play to your strengths. So that's what I did.
You know, he stepped in for Nick Labowsko and just you know 7 days notice. So I mean, does that kind of thing matter to you, or just kind of what is your thoughts on getting the short notice opponents? I mean,
yeah, I mean, in this sport you got to always be prepared. I kind of took the fight on week notice as well because they kept flip-flopping opponents on me, so I didn't really train. You know, this week was my first week of real training. You know, I've been kind of in and out. But that's the way it is in the sport, man. You always got to be ready and you always got to be training. So, you know, I look at it as I knew he was prepared if he wouldn't take the fight unless he was in, you know, prepared to do it. So.
Were you worried, or was the confidence still high coming in?
Oh yeah, I was very confident. You know, I'm always confident in my fights. You know, I think it's a real important part of being a good fighter. And you know, I knew, you know, he had good striking. I was confident enough to know that I could get in the ground. You know, so yeah, my confidence is an all-time high, just in general in my career, just because I think my approach to the fight game has become a little bit more intelligent, and I don't see anybody stepping in my way anytime soon. So
just kind of what does this do for you moving forward?
Oh yeah, this puts me on a 5-fight win streak, 5 or 6. Should be 6 because it was a draw, but 2 judges had it for me. But yeah, man, 5-fight win streak. I got another fight next month. I love to fight, man. You know, I would love to get back out here and fight for you guys. And you know, I had a great experience. The show was phenomenal. It's amazing. I can't believe, A, how many fans, and B, how excited they are for the fights. You know, it's pretty spectacular. So yeah, just keep fighting, man. Keep winning.
KnuckleJunkies.com here at the victorious Tamika Brent. Hey, impressive win out there over Jess Halverson here at Fight Hard MMA. Just thoughts on the victory?
I mean, I'm super excited. I'm probably proudest of this one just because I've been waiting for my pro debut for years now, and it finally came about, and I'm so happy as somebody against someone in the likes of Jessica Halverson. I mean, she's a tough girl, like naturally. Put her in the fight game, and she's very dangerous, so I'm really happy.
Kind of seemed that opening flurry got things going for you. Got her moving back, and that led to taking her on the ground.
Oh, she usually pushes forward the whole fight, and I knew as soon as she took those couple steps back, I'm like, I gotta do something, otherwise she's gonna come back. So I just wanted to be the first to make my move and impose my game plan before she got hers off.
Yeah. The thing I was most impressed about just how patient you were once you kind of gotten the mount in the ground and whatnot, and you kind of took it from there.
I've been training for 6 years now, and we just work extensively on everything. And I think that waiting so long to make that pro debut, it made me not make those little mistakes that, you know, people make in their pro debut. I didn't want to get too anxious and get bucked off because I already know she's naturally strong, and I would have went flying. Yeah. So I just wanted to be patient and work the game plan.
Well, tell us a little bit about you. I mean, kind of a little bio, and how many amateur fights have you had?
Well, I was ranked #1 in the world at 155 as an amateur. I was ranked there for about 2 years, and then it was finally time for me to make my 45 pro debut, and I had 3 backouts when I was trying to make it. I was supposed to make it in September against Randy Miller. She no-showed me. And Tanya called. Me and Tanya have been in contact with each other, just me as a fan first, and then she looking for fighters, and then she finally put this together, and I knew seeing Jessica fight, she wasn't gonna back down. She's a fighter, period, and like that's what enticed me to take it immediately. So
yeah, what can you tell us about the Gangnam Style?
My girlfriend has a 4-year-old son, and that is his jam. Every time it comes on, or I have my phone out, he's like, play the song, you play our song, you know? And then he'll start singing it. Well, he tries to sing it. I don't know what that guy says. But we both start jamming out. So when that came on, I was like, oh, that's a perfect song.
Yeah. We're here with Rob Washington. Rob, big win over Lucas Gwaltney here in the co-main event at Fight Hard MMA at the Family Arena. 3-round decision goes your way. Definitely a battle out there. You guys mixing up quite a bit. Just some initial thoughts on the fight.
I mean, yeah, Lucas Gwaltney definitely he came prepared. He brought his A game. You know, he hit me with a couple shots. I hit him with a couple shots. Biggest and most downfall of my game is I didn't put enough combinations. I believe I was looking for that one-punch knockout. I kind of got caught up in the midst of all that crowd hyping and stuff like that. But I'm gonna give him his props. You know, and even before the fight, I knew he was gonna bring it. But you know, I'm tough, and I believe I was tougher than him. So it all came down who wanted the most. When 2 skilled athletes gets down in the cage, it comes down to who wants it the most. So that's what it comes down to. Whoever wants it the most is going to be the winner.
And tonight, you know, against Lucas, did you kind of find yourself falling back on that wrestling? And I mean, I think kind of gave you the difference tonight. Yeah,
definitely. The wrestling made a difference in the fight, and I should have used it a little bit more, but I didn't. And you know, that's my fault. But you know, I thought I could knock him out, so I tried to, and I hit him a couple times. Any average human being would have probably failed, but he did.
Yeah. I'll give you a little bit. There you go. Yeah. That's all I got.
Okay.
KnuckleJunkies.com